There is only one reason why ADA investors will want to abandon their investments. ADA's unsatisfactory price action has been tolerated for so long. However, they're forgetting a crucial point. Volatility is the language of the crypto market. Cardano ADA is not the only coin caught in the dumps. You can run from ADA, but you can never hide from the volatile nature of the market. Oh, this is not a threat, by the way. A big news hit the market recently, and we want to talk about it first. Blockchain-powered telecom network World Mobile has successfully launched the world's first commercial telecoms aerostat. Let's get into the details. The aerostat, which was described as an 11-meter high envelope, has been deployed close to Limpopo River in Mozambique, where it will be raised to altitude and deliver internet access across a 70-kilometer radius. Of course, something triggered this impressive development. More than 60% of people live in rural areas with no internet access and little or no electricity. The lack of connectivity puts a heavy weight on the access to healthcare, education, and economic opportunities. According to the World Bank, almost 3/4 of the unconnected population cannot afford internet services or devices such as smartphones and computers. That was why the development came to light. It was for a great cause. The launch of the world's first commercial aerostat in Mozambique has proven to be one of the major steps being taken by World Mobile to address this discrepancy by building a mobile network that is accessible, affordable, and sustainable. Gregory Gottlieb is the head of aerial platforms at World Mobile, and he has been overseeing the project in Mozambique, where there has been a great deal of excitement from his perspective. What's been fascinating is that we had a huge crowd watching the inflation. Hundreds of people gathered to see the aerostat being inflated. The villagers here can't connect, and this will allow them to walk long distances and still be connected, which will be life-changing. Nobody here can use a debit card because they can't connect. Once this is operating, this booms out across 70 kilometers providing signal. It's thrilling to be a part of it. It's thrilling to work with a big team in World Mobile, but also our partners too. It's a very exciting time, and it's been a privilege to do this, he explained. According to the World Mobile CEO, Mikey Watkins, it was a different experience than they have had before. He said, "The regulator wanted this, and it was just a matter of going through the process because we had all the information they needed, and they were prompt. The next few weeks will be about gathering data sets to understand real commercial data before we can deploy more, potentially 80 to 100 over the coming years across Africa. We've turned a dream into reality. This is the first one. The first is always the hardest. This is the first retail aerostat in the world, and just 10 of these could connect 1 million people." Unlike traditional mobile networks, World Mobile is unique. It is built on the blockchain, providing transparency, efficiency, and security. The use of blockchain technology also facilitates a distributed sharing economy that taps into the trillion-dollar global telecom market. Individuals and business owners around the world also operate nodes on its network and bring their communities online while earning revenue. Also, according to the Global System for Mobile Communication Association, there are 3.6 billion people in the world who do not use mobile internet. This includes the connectivity gap, which is about 400 million people who are not covered by mobile networks at all. The aerostat launch is a testament to the extraordinary efforts and dedication of our team, who have been working tirelessly to make this project a reality. Our aerostats are designed to be scalable, reliable, and adaptable to different environments and use cases, and we believe that they have the potential to transform the telecoms industry in Africa and beyond, Gregory Gottlieb said. Now, this is the point. The objectives of World Mobile regarding decentralization are quite similar. The Cardano founder, Charles Hoskinson, has hammered on the emphasis of connecting the unconnected and banking the unbanked for a long time. He once said that the Cardano ecosystem is going to show other blockchains how decentralization is done. In a certain Cardano update, Charles Hoskinson informed the public about the network's progress and touted the efforts of his team towards decentralization as a future standard to be used in cryptocurrency sector regulation. Hoskinson stressed the platform's advancements in the face of criticism, as well as talking about the plans for this year, such as global workshops on Cardano Improvement Proposal CIP 1694, writing a ton of really great code with a special emphasis on decentralization efforts. He explained this in a video shared on May 25th. Hoskinson said, "I believe they will be substantially more decentralized than all cryptocurrencies on the market, which is one of the primary goals of these types of protocols." He further argued that criticism is always going to be there, but in the long run, I think that we are going to win because we are winning together as opposed to a particular company, a particular agenda, or a particular person. There is no greater example for that than when we have our moment when we get to measure Cardano's decentralization against the rest of the cryptocurrency space, and I think it's going to be a wake-up call for all of them, he added. From his view, while Bitcoin maximalists and others might dismiss it first as academic waste, the decentralization metric will probably make their way into regulatory standards. And when people start saying things like sufficiently decentralized and what regulations should apply to cryptos based on their decentralization level, it will have a significant impact. Then he added those who are more decentralized will be treated like commodities and like protocols like TCP, and those who are more centralized are going to be treated unfavorably from that perspective. Moreover, during the CV Summit, a day-long crypto event that ran alongside the 50th edition of the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland, Charles Hoskinson noted that Cardano will become the most decentralized cryptocurrency in the world, 50 to 100 times more decentralized than Bitcoin once all of its upgrades are implemented. Plus, in an interview, which was at the time the FTX exchange collapsed, Charles Hoskinson said that the FTX debacle stressed the need for decentralization. Hoskinson also touched upon subjects like market volatility, Cardano protocol, and free speech. Talking about the prolonged crypto slump, Hoskinson said that markets go up and down. He further noted that the markets were cyclic, and what stays behind is the customer utility. The cryptocurrency industry has never been stronger in terms of its offerings to the TradeFi marketplace and the world as a whole. The recent collapse of FTX has demonstrated the absolute need for decentralization, proof of reserves, he added. According to the Cardano founder, in the future, Cardano's on-chain governance will harness the power of the people who have been using Cardano. Hoskinson also revealed that due to the lack of ratings or reports that can gauge the capabilities and merits of protocols and currencies, Cardano's attempts to have an evidence base. He further explained that the firm has partnered with universities globally to publish around 165 research papers focusing on the capability of protocols. These academic research papers are assessed by an independent third party. Following the assessment, codes are written for the software that reflects the protocols. So codes, cultures, community, and utilities are collectively seen as a way to see the efficiency and the trust quotient of a particular protocol. Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Cardano have all these factors, according to Hoskinson. Emphasizing the need for decentralization, he concluded that the world must not head to a place where free speech is shut by threatening to take away the basic right to access their banks. A question was posted on Reddit 2 years ago, and it was about ADA in particular. Perhaps the user was in dire need of more information about ADA before putting $1. The question read, I see tons of information out there telling me that ADA is a sure thing, the top dog, just wait and see. This is all well and good, but when I want to invest in something, I find the most useful information is often the negative stuff. So give me your worst. Make me regret ever putting $1 into ADA. There were a couple of answers, but one definitely stood out. It read, can't wait until we are mostly done with fiat. That being said, I have researched not just Cardano but the whole ecosystem, and I'm sure several of you have, but I'm still trying to get that bag. I am being proactive by staking and voting and learning how to make smart contracts on the playground, but I'm still going to jump ship if I see it sinking. We all have our lives. We all want to start families, own our homes, retire, and have dignified, happy endings. I think the project is good to ward off competition for a while, though I'm seeing similar projects but nowhere near as coordinated as Cardano. With this, are you still determined to abandon ADA? Perhaps you don't want to depend on a valuable comment from 2 years ago, which is understandable. But that's going to do it for today's video. Make sure you click on the subscribe notification buttons, and we'll see you in the next video.